What Puffy done, what Puffy did, or what Puffy do is not a surprise. Everybody know what it is. I mean,
What Puffy done? What Puffy did or what Puffy do isn't an unexpected. Everyone have at least some idea what it is. You persuaded to have the option to do that kind of to a lady and different ladies. Yet it's not new dislike. It's you news, honey, assuming you thought we are about finished with every one of the allegations being shot right in front of us about Diddy. You thought wrong, cuz it resembles the allegations have not even begun. Another lawbreaker should KN is currently joining the disc. Ushin and he is dropping names of a greater amount of Diddy's casualties, and Diddy's previous colleague Capricorn Clark and other previous representatives have additionally been spilling the tea about what truly befell them. Okay, in the claim that Cassie recorded against Diddy, she previously referenced that Suge Knight and Diddy were not embracing a positive outlook. Obviously, you are additionally mindful that the conflict among Diddy and Suge started in the mid-90s, which was essential for the East Sea West Coast contention that prompted the passings of Tupac and Biggie. Well, Cass happily gave a record of what was occurring among them, and it frightened her to death, truth be told, while portraying one of the times she truly felt terrified for her life. The claim noted, for instance, on one event when Mr. Combs and Miss Vendura were utilizing drugs together in his home, one of his safety faculty jumped in and reported that Suge Knight, a long-term opponent of Mr. Combs, was spotted at Mel's Drive-In Cafe in Los Angeles. Evidently, Diddy started to get dressed, recovered numerous guns from a safe, and ran out of his home to where he accepted Suge was feasting, and thus Cassie became unnerved and started to cry. We should simply say that Suge additionally had a couple of words for Diddy, and during an episode of his Gather Call with Suge Knight digital broadcast, which dropped on November 24th, Suge returned to his significant timeframe competition with Diddy and made much more charges about Diddy's opposed way of behaving towards ladies. The Pucky finish with Puff you did or Puff you do. It's anything but an unexpected. Everyone have at least some idea what it is. You that to have the option to do that kind of to a lady and different ladies. Yet it's not new dislike his new news suit. Additionally uncovered that Diddy additionally once messed up a female partner, Capricorn Clark, since she didn't educate him regarding Cassie's throw with Kid Cudi, and to keep all that secret, Diddy settled Ed with Cap. It was an anoscope individual. The NCO actually look at that paid her to settle, yet he wouldn't go to prison about Kid Cudi. Cassie referenced that Diddy purportedly exploded his vehicle during Paris Design Week. As per Cassie, she momentarily had a hurl with Kid Kai in 2011 when she and Diddy were having a difficult time, and after she rejoined with Diddy, he discovered a few messages between Unit C and Cassie, and that is the point at which he developed dynamically furious. As a matter of fact, the claim says that Diddy needed to guarantee that Pac C was home with his companions when he exploded his vehicle, and consistent with to his promise, Pac-size vehicle exploded in his carport, and very much like Cassie was paying for connecting with Pac C. Capricorn, likewise purportedly got a legitimate whooping for being familiar with it. Definitely, I realize that in the wake of catching wind of that, many individuals were like, where is Capricorn's claim? Or for what reason did she keep functioning as Satan's associate? As far as those years, young lady, I don't be aware anything about the in days Diddy made his workers sign, yet since the claims became public, Capricorn likewise made plainly she would never again be staying silent about what went down when she was working for Diddy. Recollect Cassie likewise referenced in her claim that a ton of things that happened to her were seen by Diddy's staff and workers of Awful Kid Diversion and Diddy's connected organizations, yet nobody considered Ed making some noise. As a matter of fact, these colleagues were the ones entrusted with the obligation of taking gifts to Cassie after a DV occurrence, and Cassie even said in the claim that the associates were additionally the ones who might assist with setting up the oddity offs for the place, and including by setting up the lodging suite with the child oil and Astro Skim. Genuinely assuming all that Cassie said about Diddy was valid, I perceive how even individuals who functioned for him and they were together were excessively panicked to say a thing. Cassie even said in a claim that after one of the episodes, Diddy's head of safety and colleague saw her, and the two of them started to cry. Yet I surmise with Cassie at last telling her reality, and individuals like some name dropping more casualties, previous workers like Capricorn never again see The should-be apprehensive Capricorn was truly among the main individuals to respond to the claim with a secretive post saying, "Don't follow the way of the fiendish, don't follow the people who do underhanded, avoid that way. Don't for even a moment go close to it, pivot, and go another way." Maxims 4:14. Then she added how regardless of whether the entryways were opened, she might want to leave the cash, and said that 2011 was damnation. The post was additionally joined by an old, highly contrasting image of herself wearing shades and brandishing bangs, close by a second picture that contained the message, "They going to cross you for someone who going to cross them." After Schneid discussed what befell her, Capricorn was once again at it once more. And in a tweet where she apparently called Diddy Satan, she composed, "Individuals of color turn out to be the penance for the era most recent 11 years of my life I have needed to manage everybody's strange loyalty to Satan. I ask the closes, I don't respect any of you, can't hold your head down and imagine it's cool. No more improve." She additionally gave a holler to Kim Watchman in an alternate post where she resembled, "They will skin you and wear you, child, young lady." Then, at that point, imagine they never needed the skin. Kim was the main individual who didn't change around the only one. Dull times I'm by, and by exceptionally set off. I ask it's over. I never merited this stopwell. I realize that these individuals were expected to sign on thus, yet shouldn't they be unlawful with regards to things like this? And is there actually space for another claim? Cause it seems as though Capricorn Lee has a ton to express, talking about individuals who worked for Diddy. Someone else who came up in Cassie's claim is Roger Bonds, as per the claim in January 2009. After Diddy figured out that Cassie addressed one more music chief at a party in Los Angeles, he became maddened, and she had trusted addressing this director would permit her to additionally develop her vocation, and that Diddy would be glad for her, yet rather he ended up being incredibly irate and hauled her out of the club where the party was occurring. Clearly in the vehicle leaving the club, Diddy plummeted on Cassie, driving her into a side of the vehicle and trampled her face. In the claim it says that safety crew Roger Securities attempted to prevent things from raising, yet couldn't de-escalate the circumstance. And in any event, when the vehicle showed up at Diddy's home, Cassie endeavored to take off, yet Diddy followed her and continued to again kick her in the face. So Roger Securities answered the whole dramatization by posting on his accounts, "This isn't intended to be dangers or squealing or any such thing against Cassie or Diddy or any other individual. This is me telling my reality, as I really recall it, for two reasons. Just first, since I have 4 girls, so on all fellows, my reality as I seen it, saw it, and was engaged with for quite a long time." He additionally shared a since erased post with pictures of himself and Cassie over the course of the years with a subtitle that read, "I'm willing to tell my reality in light of the fact that for such countless years I hushed up. Nothing has any significance now except for family." In one of his new posts, Roger likewise subtitled an anecdote about answering the claims, "Never stay true to your promise when the explanation you stayed faithful to your promise no longer exists." Plainly, Roger realizes that there are such countless others who are still presumably frightened of conflicting with Diddy, yet you know who else is certain that the number is greater. Aubrey O'Day by and by added to the embarrassment, expressing that there were more individuals who were likely terrified to talk. She wrote in her very own tweet, "I got terminated for being unbridled on public television, misleading, as well as you all know now that man loves wantonness. So, for what reason did I truly get terminated? You all definitely know, and however skilled as I seem to be, the main open position I was presented after was the front of Playboy." Then she proceeded and added, "Not every person had that option to make that cutoff time securely with appropriate assurances set up, or has even started to approach straight up on the off chance that you think this is being quieted for quite a long time. Just happened on more than one occasion. You are unfortunately mixed up. Perhaps more individuals will make some noise, or perhaps not yet. What do you figure, folks? Do you accept that there will be more individuals sufficiently bold to give their accounts? And what do you think about She, Knight, and Diddy's previous representatives?" Additionally uncovering him dropped those contemplations in the remarks segment music underneath.